well, I'm back. I've had lunch, I walked the dog. I'm ready to attend classes now. Oh. Just checking.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Well, I don't need all my wands.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle.
Yeah, I'm coming.
From Central Hall.
What is T?
Always something.
Oh, it's the spells I can unlock. Restore momentum. Glacius, I didn't know. Levioso. Huh? It's not Levicorpus. Okay. Okay. Accio. Depulso. So Depulso is the opposite of Accio. Descendo, yeah. Oh, Flipendo. That's a classic if you ever played all the old Harry Potter games. Fuego. Defendo, yeah. Don't really see the difference between Confringo and Bombarda. They're both explosions. Okay, that's invisibility. Paro. Okay. Well, whatever.
It's the heart of the hive.
I want to unlock my room of requirement.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Okay.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Oh, I already read that.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say...
He did, Professor.
Yeah, I've seen all that. Blah, 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 blah.
Might I rely on you?
Of course.
Thank you.
Ah, that's where I stopped before.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Oh, that's exciting. Alright. So, I need to talk to that dude.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead.
I don't understand why he's hiding that from the other professors.
With your time,
because it doesn't look dodgy either.
And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay. Oops. You can track the available quests from the map. Really? Okay. Where's my mouse? I can't see my mouse. This quest represents main quest. Completing main quest will further the story, unlock new features and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to beat the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor assignments or as quest rewards. Okay. So that looks like a scroll, that symbol. I'm gonna pay attention. Defense against the dark arts and charms. Okay, so I will learn Levioso and Accio. Cool.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay. Alright, let's go then. This way? Oh, it takes a little while to open the door. Because it loads the new area, I think. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, it's people flying. Oh my god. It's gorgeous. Oh, can't attack the students from upstairs. Oh, whatever. Boo. Okay, I unlocked a checkpoint. I mean a travel point. That's cool. I'm going to charms, so I take the staircase. Okay. I want to talk to that guy though. Why is he yelling? Oh, is there Peeves? Oh no, it's just the paintings. Oh, it's boring. Oh, can I talk to that guy? Hey. Hey, dude. I guess I can't. Oh, he's sitting. Whatever. Let's go to Charms class. Upstairs. Oh, it's beautiful.
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson. I wonder if that's still the case.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Can I talk to any of these guys? Apparently not.
And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves! Where were you?
That's
In
Beeves!
the Goblin Rebellion of
Oh my
1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what
Oh,
fun
is that
won't
Professor
take long.
McGonagall?
Don't do that.
I don't know, it can't be.
Not necessary.
I'm not telling lies, Beeves.
We're in the
It was Albert
1800s.
Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flat.
Oh, super cute.
It's a bold attack. Was
Meow.
the Minister a boot or the Minister a flat?
Well, where's my lesson? Oh, I ran past the door, did I? Okay, begin. Swish
Here.
and flick.
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517.
Does he sound French?
But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom.
Oops, sorry.
Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay, where is it? Here. Alright.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Well, we did one Accio and now we're going outside. Also, he sounds a bit French, but not really. Some words. Like, open your textbook.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
So we're gonna Accio the balls.
Start us off?
Hello, Alice.
Very simply,
Summoning
cast
first.
Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
So Accio
Now,
is 4.
think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
I have no idea what
The trick
gobstones
is
are.
to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about splendid! Not to worry.
Okay, so I need to hold it less long.
Very good! Happens to the best of us. That's it!
Okay.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let us do this.
How do I target? Oh, is it just not my turn as well?
That is how it's done.
Okay, I understand. Okay. Ah,
Splendid!
scheiße. God damn it. Kill her. We can't let her win.
There we go.
Damn it. Not going well. Ah, I clicked too early.
Brilliant. Watch this.
Brilliant, watch this. I'm gonna win. God damn it. Yeah, I need to click when it's yellow.
Very good.
I think I clicked at the like limit between yellow and red, and I should click while it's in the middle of yellow.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Oh.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now.
No.
You will need it.
I'm staying in front of you.
This round settles it all.
Here we go.
Damn it.
That is how it's done.
That's not easy. That is how it's done.
That's it.
Quite impressive.
Thank you, I know.
Let us see this.
I wonder if I push a ball to the blue side, if I make a win. Oh, I misclicked. There we go.
A perfect score.
Yeah,
Remarkable.
got a hang of it now.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Revelio. And what's the other one I learned? Ah, Limus was a
Class
triangle.
is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Okay.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
I think if you can cast a spell without a wand, you should never use a wand. Like, why would you need a tool when you can do it without?
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Okay.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. You better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
You said that when you just talked about your whole school?
You can use
A word, if you would.
if you're
You
so
wanted to
inclined.
speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay. And I go defense against the dark arts.
Hello.
Oh, I can talk to
How
her.
was your first day?
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
I think I offended her a bit. Being too cocky.
Professor Weasley.
Alright, so let's go to... Oh, actually I want to use the flu powder to see... Oh, I forget how to use it. Is it M? A valuable side quest can be found inside the regions of Hogwarts and marked flag and discovered by quest, but do not advance the main story. Okay. I want to go to Defense of the Dark Arts. Yeah. I want to unlock the room of requirements. It looked so cool. And I want to go to Hogsmeade. So... how do I go to there? Oh, it's downstairs. Wow, it's gorgeous.
May I remind you that I cannot
Oh, he received a howler. What's the class? Here, I think. Oh no. Oh, is it upstairs? I'm so confused. Oh, it is there. What the hell are those? I thought I already
Handy
unlocked
resource
it.
indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Alright.
Is that all you've got?
Oh, nice.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Steady your one. Okay. Oh, that's a weird shape. Alright. So reversed 5.
Levioso.
I don't understand what's the difference between Wingardium Leviosa.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Oh, Levicorpus if anything.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
Okay.
As Master Pruitt, so artfully good. Now, well done.
Am I supposed to keep on shooting it?
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego is cute. I can stupefy him. Let's kill him.
Let's just say I'm a quick
Yeah, damn right.
I do enjoy my duels.
Oh, but how am I supposed to aim at him? He's off the table. Ah, I win.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Why is the Draco Malfoy of
I put you on the
Hogwarts
spot,
Legacy?
and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Okay.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one
Oh,
day.
that's this guy.
If you know the right
The
spells,
one that
it's
put
dark
like
wizards
the
that'll fear you,
dung bone.
not the other way around.
That's it. Who is this one?
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Okay. Stuck to you, I guess.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand.
Stop flirting.
Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Let's lie.
I dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
What?
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library.
Okay.
You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Yes, I am. Sophia, the most interesting student.
Always thought Leviosa was for first years. Not anymore.
Who are you? Very pretty. Well, anyway. Cool, cool, cool. What is this chest? What's this chest on my map? Does that just mean I'm in the room? That's it. Alright.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented it.
Where do I go? Oh, there's a checkpoint there. I want to unlock it. Where is it? I don't understand. It's there on the map. Or is it downstairs? Maybe it's downstairs. I don't see it anymore. Oh, it's here, no? Right? Oh, it's behind the wall. There we go. Courtyard.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Can I talk to these guys? No.
Lumos.
Leviosa.
I can't cast spells on these guys. That's sad. What is this? Transfiguration? Sure. Like, why not? Oh, there's Dobby!
What
I mean,
about the rule,
an elf.
Professor?
Not Dobby.
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Deke.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
She doesn't look happy with me.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
We've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Alright, I'm ready to go. Let's
I'm
go.
eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Yeah.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Yeah.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any
He
of
looks
Victor
dodgy.
Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Oh, I hope I can adopt a cat or something. Alright. Okay. Oops. Assignments are tasks. Use new spells. Mending charm repair. Oh, that's good. Useful. Alright. Oh, well, let's see. Sup, buddy?
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an
Yeah, that sounds so
exceedingly
French.
useful one at
Indeed
that.
I do.
The mending charm Repero. Fixes things right up, makes a
But
broken object
repero,
good as
that doesn't
new
sound
with a
French
blink
at
of an
all.
eye.
I'm
It
so
seems as if
confused.
that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Repero in no time.
Okay.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Repero?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
Okay.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Oh. On n'a rien sans rien, ma petite dame. Oh, there's a cat. Oh, meow meow. I want to adopt you. Oh, he's purring. So kind. Yeah, meow. Well, let's do the tasks.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Last time I did
Revelio.
Revelio. Ah, this way. I think. And then what? I revealed it, and then what?
Levioso.
Oh! I'm a genius. Not. Alright. The next one should be somewhere here, but where?
Revelio.
Oh! Oh, it's here. How do I IQ? I forget. 4.
Got it.
Okay. It's a little Harry Potter music I can hear.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Okay. Oh, there's something blue across the door. Oh.
Revelio.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
Am I tripping? I can see things through the walls. Maybe it's for later, I don't know. Oh, we'll see.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we?
Yeah.
Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Okay. Da-da-da. Okay.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
There's another cat. I don't care, I'm just gonna pet all the cats to see. Meow, meow. Oh. Did I just get XP for petting the cat, or is just timing? Where is the broken thing? What is the alcove? Is it that? Looks like an alcove, right? I can't tell. Oh, level 1 lock. I'm still level 0.
Off on another adventure, are we?
What's this? Oh, that's okay. That's I was gonna say Professor McGonagall, Professor Weasley. Okay. Where's the alcove? I don't know. There's another cat. The music is very Harry Potter-like. I mean, like the movies, that's what I mean. I'm wondering if they hired the same composers. Is it here? Okay, that's the Great Hall. That's not where I wanna go. Where is it? What do you mean the alcove? I already patted you. Oh, I'm lost.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Oh. Oh, where is this? Have I been there? Apparently not. Oh, is that Professor Beans? Oh, it's gorgeous. I think it's Professor Beans. It's the history of magic teacher that he didn't realize that he died. So one morning he woke up as a ghost and went just to school to give his lesson. Ah, there we are. My god, I was just blind. Alright. That's the alcove. Okay. More like a balcony kind of thing. Sure. So.
Reparo.
It's beautiful. Can I break it to Reparo again?
Reparo. Leviosa.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna see McGonagall. Oh.
Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Asius. I see like a little parchment there, but I don't know how to interact with it. Well, anyway, we talk. Let's see McGonagall. I mean, Weasley. What's up? I finished my thing. She doesn't even care I broke her thing.
Repair
Oh, maybe I need to repair her again a bit more. I don't know. Ah, damn it.
What are you up to now?
I'm confused. I know, she said my friend's gonna meet me in the hall. I don't need to talk to her, I think. I was wasting my time. Okay. Let's go to the Great Hall, wherever that is. I don't know. Still a bit lost here.
Handy resource indeed.
Where's the big door? I just saw it just before. Oh, here. Okay, so where's the guy? Oh, what is this? It's pretty cool. Where's the guy? Is that him?
Ugh, what am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest.
Interesting.
If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Okay.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Okay.
Lumos.
Do come and find me if you stumble on...
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
It's potion class.
Spleen, I think.
What are you doing? What? Okay.
Revelio.
Was it 2 pinches of Angelica?
I should think there's an entire ward in St. Mungo's for transfiguration accidents.
Yeah, what about it? I don't understand. Okay, let's look at it. Okay. I think... Okay, it's exactly here, so...
Revelio.
Okay, and what about that?
Revelio.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Professor Weaver.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Okay, where's Lenora then? Why did she move? I said I'm gonna fix this.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame. All very logical, I suppose.
Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Okay.
I should have seen that.
Good to know next time I see a painting. Well, I'd like to go to Hogsmeade. Where's my Slytherin friend?
Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Reparo.
Oh, I think I'm trying to... Okay, it's a riddle. I'm trying to match these symbols with whatever that is. Oh, I don't want to do that. Now, I want to go to Hogsmeade, for God's sake. Where is my friend? It's raining. Where's the guy? Am I losing my mind here? Or should he be there? Oh, that's... Whoa, that's beautiful. Is that a greenhouse?
Revelio.
Okay.
You should hear sharply.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Oh my god. Well, we talk. Still looking for that Slytherin guy.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Well, good on ya.
I find its location a little untoward myself.
I feel incredibly stupid.
Pure blood Slytherin. Black noticed the scuff on his shoe.
Okay, I guess that will help.
I would not take another step until a house elf polished to April.
Oh, it's downstairs. Wait, I come from downstairs and I didn't find them.
Chairs in the common room.
This castle's too big. I'm lost.
Revelio.
Okay, I've not been there yet. What is this?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Point. Oh, here he is.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my
Avada
new
Kedavra.
charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Okay. So I wonder if it's one of Ollivander's ancestors or if it's the actual Ollivander, because he's very old. But I'm quite excited to see him. And to get my wand. And I hope I can get a cat. I'd like to get a cat. Oh, and there's a stadium, a Quidditch ground to the left. Okay. Oh, he's running.
I was
Okay.
glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course.
Wow,
You're the only one
you
who's ever
can
bested me in a duel.
see the
way I see
the
it,
water
I'd be
ripple.
wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Revelio.
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me.
Why is
as is often
dress
the case.
looks so
Professor Weasley
dirty?
came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
Okay.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree.
Okay, where are you going?
Just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Okay. I guess you're knowledgeable in potions. Good on you.
Revelio.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself.
Hippogriffs.
Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Oh, hang on, mushrooms. I think that could be useful.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
Prance, Hoof, and Sugarfoot.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Dude, even my robe looks dirty. I don't understand.
Have you had much of a chance to
That
explore the
is
castle?
so beautiful.
Wonderful. It's positively enormous.
It is that.
Oh, there's mushrooms.
I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see.
Didn't think I would be
Places to discover.
excited seeing mushrooms.
Oh,
I
any
hate
you'd like to
mushrooms.
share with the class?
Perhaps
Revelio.
one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Oh, there's a chest there. Maybe I can't get to death yet. I need to learn more spells. Oh! Yes. Oh, I got money. Woohoo. I got a uniform. Oh no, don't tell me I'm gonna be stuck here. Oh, it's fine. Sebastian, wait for me. Good boy. That's a good boy. Oh, there's more mushroom. Look at this. Oh, I think that's the bad guy. Should we? I know, no, it's not. Can I talk to him? No, I can't. Oh, this is very pretty. Can I pick that up?
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too.
That looks...
Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year
Wait
isn't
for
as
me,
eventful.
wait for me. Stop talking. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can collect these. Right? How though? Yes, that's correct. Okay. Oh! Alright, let's go. Oh, I can roll! Woohoo!
Revelio.
Mushrooms.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker.
Yay.
Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Sorry.
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is he drunk?
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
He's completely drunk.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Oh. She's sick or something. Huh? Oh, it's a bit laggy here. Maybe there's too much to load. Like the world is too open.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic nowadays. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Revelio.
We're not really walking very fast, aren't we? I guess it's gonna be saying locked level 1 or level 11.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes, Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of
Yes,
time
that's
to
why I
poke
want to
around the
befriend
village.
him.
I just have to pop into a
The
shop to
Sallow
find something for my
Man.
sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished.
Well, no, I want to go with you.
Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
It's feels okay. Oh my god, this is massive, and I already got lost in the castle. Da 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 da. Okay. Well, I guess we go to Ollivanders first, shall we? Right. Just wanted to... I wanted to go with him. Oh, Gerbold. I don't think that's the name of the actual Evanders from the books. I forget its name. Anyway, that's not him. That's an ancestor. That's what it means. Well...
I'll be right with...
It's not something like Godric? No, Godric is Gryffindor.
Just a moment, please.
Garrick? I think it's Garrick.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new 5th-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we?
He's doing like me, he's putting his wand in his hair.
No, not you.
The thing is, got a red wand. He could burn his own head on fire.
Yes.
Set his own head on fire.
10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try.
Abracadabra. Yes,
Well,
no,
go ahead,
doesn't.
Swish.
No.
How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear.
No, this one didn't choose me.
Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
Reducto. Nope, still not good.
Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated.
You just tried 2 wands, what do you mean?
Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
I wonder if the one from my Pottermore account. Yes, it is! The unicorn hair and all. Holy crap, it is really this one. What is this? Oh, I can choose the look of it. That is so cool. Okay, that's a basic.
How intriguing.
If you could not talk in the background when I'm picking my wand.
Curious indeed.
Oh, that is very cool. I did not expect to pick my actual wand.
How intriguing.
Well, I'm tempted to take this one because it looks like this one I made, I think. It's a bit whitish. And there's like a handle there. And there's like a little, I don't know, nerves.
Curious indeed.
Yeah, I think I'll take that one in white. Ah!
How intriguing.
Dude, shut up! What is this? I can actually... Oh, I'm pretty sure it was there. I'm not changing it. I have no idea what's 13.5 inches. I'm gonna check on Google. Two centimeters. 34.29 centimeters. Wow, that's actually quite big. my god, this is massive. Like all my ones are like 25 or something. It's 10 more centimeters. Yeah, I'm not changing the composition of my wand. That was the one that was gifted to me on the website, so I'm keeping that. And I think I'm quite happy with everything. I just want to see the different things though. So I had... What are the different woods? There's a lot.
How intriguing.
Oh my god. Dogwood. I kinda like that, I'm gonna say.
Curious indeed.
You. Yeah, I was sycamore.
How intriguing.
I was surprisingly swift. Swishy.
Curious indeed.
Huh? Okay, well anyway, I was there. Purchase. Is it 20 galleons?
What do you think?
I forget. Maybe there's been an inflation in the Harry Potter world and this is cheaper.
Extraordinary.
Yes, I want
another
to.
Wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future.
Oh, there was an evil stare.
Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed
Surge of some kind to kill you.
The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Indeed. Treat it well, and you shall find no more dependable a wand than one with a unicorn hair core. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do
Stay
come
there.
and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Alright. God damn it. However, what is this? I'm a legit opening a chest in his own shop and he doesn't care. Australia. Can I jump? I can't jump in his shop. Oh. Thank you. Bye. Oh, is that the bad guy? No, I gotta chill out. Each time I see a top hat, I think it's the bad guy from the trailer. That's a weird pattern on a cat. Oh, you purring, so kind. Alright. Oh, what's that flying thing? Can I accio this thing? Where is it? Beam. Alright, so map. We want that, I'm pretty sure. Up. We need to go to the potions, the scrolls, and magic nip, whatever that is. Nip, not nip. Can I go in there? I guess not. That's not a cat. Oh, that's a calico. I think not tortoiseshell. Anyway, yeah. Wow. Oh, level 1. Damn it. It's here.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pippin.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here.
Who the hell is Miss
I don't believe
Lawang?
I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she said
I
the
don't
owl
understand.
about.
Shouldn't you have
I
a
set your
freaking
things aside immediately.
potion
I
book?
suspected if you're anything
It's
like
literally
I
the
was
whole
at your
plot of
age,
Harry Potter
you'd
6.
want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this
Oh, I'm
soon
not
enough.
looking forward to
As it's
potion
your
making.
first time in,
It feels
I
like
should
cooking.
mention that it's not
I
just
hate
potion
cooking.
recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts.
That's
for
why I
all
don't like
manner of
crafting
uses.
in
And
RPGs
I
either.
unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can, so you don't miss out on anything.
I'd rather actually spend
But for
money
now,
to buy
let's get you those
the already
recipes, shall we?
crafted items.
What can I do for you today?
Oh my god. So I guess I have to buy these. Alright, okay, so that's the potion the guy gave me earlier, and that's what rocky film to develop on a like stone skin. Alright, sure. How do I purchase? I clicked. Am I missing something? Oh, I need to hold it. Oh,
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory.
oh that's
Or
not
come back
cheap.
another time if you're in a rush today.
Holy crap. Can I sell to him? The hell? He's selling clothes. Oh. Glasses give you +6 in defense. What? This is just like style. This one gives you nothing. I'm so confused. And that? A jacket that gives you +5 in defense. So it's better to wear glasses than a jacket. Oh no, it's mine, so I can sell stuff. But why can't I sell my mushrooms like these? I picked up so many of those. Reduces the drinker's spell cooldown. Okay, that's a mana thing. Creates a storm around the drinker which will stun and damage nearby enemies. Okay. Drinker's defense. Yeah. But that's the recipe I got. Invisibility potion is pretty straightforward. Maxima. More damage. And that thing that he gave me earlier, which is an HP thing. Alright, I don't think I should buy anything. I'm not sure. I only have 68 gold. Galleons? And coins, whatever that is. Let's go to the magic nip. Nip? Nip. I don't know. I kind of want to go to the others before I complete the mission, so it doesn't make me, take me back to Hogwarts just yet. I don't know if it would, but you never know. I already saw that cat. Can you run, please? Thank you. What are you doing? Oh, you're trying to pet the dodo. What the hell?
Miss Peck from Brood and Peck said a customer lost a Diracle around here. I know
Got
we're
plus
not supposed
20
to go
HP.
down there. I just thought...
Revelio.
I saw a book thing.
Parent.
Where's the thing? Where was I going? Sorry, I got... Oh, there's a book again. But, oh, I'm not allowed to go to these shops yet. Oh, well, that sucks. Well, I guess we go to the magic nip. Oh, I can... Can I actually change my haircut? That would be kind of cool. Or maybe it's like your clothes. You can buy new clothes there. That would be my guess. Oh, Derviche Boy. That's the name in English. That's pretty cool. Alright.
Just because you know Lumos doesn't mean
What the hell is this? haircut. I usually don't judge, but what is this?
Revelio.
How do I talk to the guy? I don't get it. And why does a character have like a smirk on her face? Oh, as if you're not reacting. Oh, oof, that's sad. Oh, I'm stealing from your bag. What you gonna do? And I drink your coffee. Up. Excellent. So I don't understand what these things are. I keep saying like scrolls that disappear. Even when I do reveal you, I don't know what to... oh! But I don't understand why it didn't work then before. That's a big chest with an eye. I don't understand.
Revelio. Leviosa.
I must be missing something. This chest is onto a trap. I mean like a hatch kind of thing. Well, nothing is happening here, I guess. We leave. We are leaving. Expelliarmus. Mos Morda. Is it here? Is it? Ah, c'est Madame Guipure. No, it's 100 years before.
Come in. Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to introduce myself. They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the ministry and I'm here thriving. Absolutely thriving. But look at you. Look at you. I can certainly see why you paid me a visit. Looking for a change, are we?
Why not, I say? What sort of change?
Some are going for that muggle with consumption, sort of death becomes me allure. But you won't find poisons here. No need for chloride of lime or ammonia when you have magic. Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look? You can change your hair too if you'd like.
Oh, that's what I thought then. How much is it?
What services do you offer?
What is it you might be interested in?
Because I don't have so much money. I'll confirm it's $20. Where are your clothes? I don't care about my looks.
What is it you might be interested
I thought you were selling clothes. I guess not. You're useless then. Alright, let's see the last thing we gotta buy, which is that, I'm pretty sure, the nip.
But then I remember that
Okay. Got a checkpoint.
Well, hello there.
Cuckoo.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself.
Oh,
My
it's like the
speciality is
botanist. I
potion
couldn't understand what he
ingredients.
was doing.
Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds?
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
How did I get money out of nowhere? How would I spend it if I knew? Okay. I don't really want to buy these things. They look expensive ass. And I don't know what to do with them anymore. Okay, I'm missing one card from Hogsmeade. Oh, no. I think... Oh, I still need to see the scrolls. Which are... there. Going the wrong direction. Alright, it's fine. $11. Wow.
Revelio.
8 out of 8. Nice. Boom. Let's see. That's good.
An inquiring mind.
Hi.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley
I'm pretty sure the conjuring theme to move the items is for the room of requirements, and I'm looking forward to getting the room of requirements.
Yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Yes, let's look. Potting table with a small pot spellcraft. And small potion station spellcraft. So that's the thing we see in the trailer. I am so tired, I barely slept.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Oh, that's everything.
So the
Let's
thing
go
is,
and
I
find
don't know
some
how you
food.
make money in this game because you're just a student. And like in Divinity, you kill and you steal from the others. I don't know if you do that in this game. I know you can cast Avada Kedavra, but still. Doesn't seem like you can loot things very well. So all these things are things you can put in your room of requirements, I think. Oh, they look quite expensive. Alright, let's see Sebby. so tired.
Rebellion.
Oh, c'est Zonko! Oh, sorry, I know all the shop's names in French. Oh, I've always wanted to go there and I mean see what it looked like in the movies, and you never see it. That's actually less impressive than I thought, unless there's more upstairs. I always imagine Zonkos to be a bit like the Weasley's Wheezes thingy, like their shop. Oh, I'm sorry, downstairs. Let's kill them again. Can I? No, I can't. Oh, boo. Yeah, let's go. Oh. Alright, let's see Sebby. So he can show me his dark side. The other students look too kind, this guy looks dodgy. I want to be friends with him. Run, please. Alright.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up
What
to.
about we go to get a butterbeer? Ah. I wanted to get a butterbeer. Oh, what the hell? Why is there a troll? And why does he have an armor? With a chainmail and all.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
What the hell? Levioso! Control? Oh yeah, control. Okay, I understand. Alright. I'm ready. Oh, Protego doesn't work. Why am I the kid that is actually...
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually.
I don't understand if the Protego doesn't work. Can you cast spells, dude? You're useless. I keep misclicking. I'm panicking. Z? What the hell is Z?
What was that?
Oh.
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done.
Gee. I am so confused. I am clicking on Protego. Where's my health bar?
That's right, lumbering lout.
He's faltering.
A few more hits to do the job.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do when Protego is red. Ancient magic? What? Did I just like smite the guy? What the hell? I don't understand why Protego wasn't working.
A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
Or maybe I have to hold Protego.
It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
I don't know.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement.
nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer.
Feels like she's
Officer
trying to
Singer.
recruit me.
And thank you, again.
Potato.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Reparo. Yeah, good as new.
Oh, hello there. A moment if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
What? What is he doing? Oh, now he wants to talk to me? No idea. So, I hate how slow you are in the shops. Oh. Anyway, let's repair.
Reparo. One last thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Revelio. Accio. Reparo.
I want that little piece of paper.
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, I just destroyed the thing again.
Revelio. Accio.
What else needs to be fixed? Oh, that.
Reparo. Luckily they didn't do any damage.
Alright, let's speak to the guy. So it
Mr.
seems
Hill
like
was
I
just
have a
singing
mana
your
bar
praises.
in the bottom right corner.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank
Oh,
you
he's
for
the guy
your
with the
remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Oh, yeah, I say no. Of course I
Thank
say
you,
yes.
Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can
And then
do.
he's gonna be like, ah, just
Now,
prank you.
Let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
It costs 0. Thanks. You've received a new time to equip it. What?
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you?
Yes, that's what I wanted
Might
to
help me
do.
forget that I was almost pulverized by a
drink.
troll.
I'd say that I agree with
Want
you.
a beer?
Perfect. 3 broomsticks is just this way.
Don't you try to
I sell even more.
flirt with me? Am I wearing this? I can't tell. There's literally no reason why I wouldn't wear this. It gives me more defense. Okay. The only annoying thing is I look absolutely ridiculous with these glasses. Oh, can change the look of the masks. I mean the glasses. Oh, it can appear invisible. That's smart. Should I get a Death Eater mask? That's so low. Oh my god, I keep misclicking. That's what I meant to do. I am quite happy with this. Alright, let's go to the to get wasted.
My shop at your leisure.
Sebby.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
Why are you not running? Sorry, there's a bad guy. The top hat and there's the goblin. Run rock.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
Yeah.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well.
So this goblin is a good one.
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me.
As if I'm getting a Butterbeer for free.
I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thank you for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not where it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
What the hell?
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere.
Maybe I can be friends with that guy.
Drink butterbeer
Can I
forever.
be a bad guy as well?
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
What is there to tell you?
It is perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
He sounds upset with me. Oops, sorry. Where are you going?
I'm certainly glad Serona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Hollow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
You mentioned for the night. Access the map. Hogwarts. Oh, I see. All right. That's my common room. Oh. Yeah, I wonder if I can unlock the flu powder for the other common rooms. Like maybe Sebastian will invite me in his common room. But yeah, I'd like to have access to the other common rooms. That would be very fun.
Revelio.
It's just a mirror. Is it?
Lumos.
Yeah, it's just a mirror. Oh, I got mail. I'm okay to come to see you. I don't know where you are. Oh, anyway, we talk. I talk to my friends.
Exhausted doing her job as well as the headmaster's.
Can't even talk to that guy. I thought. Oh, whatever. Alright. This way.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Someone talk to me.
Revelio.
Oh. Place? What does that mean? Oh, maybe I need to unlock the configuration thing where I move the objects. Alright, on my way. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's actually how I imagined the Ravenclaw Tower. The Hufflepuff common room I didn't imagine like that, but now I've seen the trailer, I can totally see why it would look like that, because they're meant to be next to the kitchen. That's pretty cool. Right? Why do you have to be at the other end of the freaking castle, my dude? What the hell? I don't even know what he's actually teaching me. So Ikat is defense against the dark arts, Ronan is charms.
Revelio.
Weasley is transfiguration. Maybe it's potion? It must be potion, right? The herbologist is a chick, I've seen her in the trailer. And seems like we saw Professor Beans. Oh, that's what I thought. I didn't hear yelling. Oh, this is so beautiful. What is... Oh, it's the toilet! I found a toilet. Oh. What? Oh, can I repair this one?
Repair it.
No, whatever. Is there anything hidden in the toilet? Oh, someone's making pulley juice.
Levioso.
Oh, don't tell me. That's muggle fashion, isn't it?
Stalking. Oh, that.
Always tell.
That's so funny.
Very drab.
Wait. Ah. Oh. I found new glasses. Oh, defense. Beam beam. Alright. I just don't want to wear glasses though. Oh. Nice. Oh. What is... Oh, it's my inventory, okay. What's the exclamation mark for? Oh, that. There's no reason why I wouldn't wear that. It's literally more defense. Okay, recipes. Enemy. Close. Oh, the floating pages. Items are picked up. Recipes again. What else has an exclamation mark? That. Why? I don't know. Ah, because of that. Okay, no more exclamation marks? Still. Quests. Oh, I didn't pick up my stuff. Did I already pick these up? Apparently so. No, I haven't unlocked them yet. Okay. Complete 3 side/relationship quests. Oh, I need to befriend people? Really? Complete 2 assignments. Okay, that's fine. 4 main story quests. Okay. Yeah, these I think are just looks. They don't give any stats. Oh, there was an exclamation mark there. Okay. Well, let's go. I forget what I was doing. Right, I need to go there. How do I go there?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Level 1 locked. It's pretty cool. How do I go downstairs? Oh, the door. No. I'm lost. again. I need the map. Wait, what? There's a door? Oh, it is in a dark hall. What? What are you doing in this room? You're not the professor of the dark arts. What?
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Serona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
I still don't know what we found because we just got the memory and then the pensive got destroyed. Moving the mic. Ranrock and Rookwood won the locket. Ah, the locket, okay. So about the goblins at Gringotts.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment.
Misfitch
It's
manage.
a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise.
How do you know
And
that? You've never
beyond.
been there.
I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me.
Okay.
I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Thanks. Where are you going?
Careful now.
I gotta pay attention to the walls like the Hufflepuff chick told me to. Who are you?
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Okay.
Everyone hates you? Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was
What the
hoping
hell are
someone would want
gobstones?
to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game.
Bafboul.
And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling
I
liquid.
didn't know it was called like that in English. Oh, sorry, my dude, that looks terrible.
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Now I need to do the quest where I befriend several people, but I want to say that. I wanna.
Reaction on their part.
Maybe I should befriend her, and then when I'm friend and I completed the mission, I can be a bitch to her.
I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
She pisses me off already. I don't like her.
I'll see what I can do.
Right, well, see
I'd
you later.
appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Yeah, okay, I don't care. No, I don't want to do that. I want to talk to Professor Eggcat. Please, I want my room of requirement. What?
I don't think I'm ready for this just yet.
Ugh, damn it. Well, what should we do then? Oh, I actually misclicked. I thought, no. That was the wrong mission, that's what I thought was weird. I went back to where I was before.
What are you up to now?
There we are.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio.
Oh.
You know where to find me once you've finished.
Win 2 rounds of crossed wands. Complete a round of spell combination pressing with Lucan Brattleby. What the hell? Okay.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
So much sports for my first day at school. I'm just running around. non-stop. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. That's... This is so beautiful.
Revelio.
What? Oh, it's
Here
Peeves.
I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you Praxia Mole?
Oh, I can't
As
do
long
nothing
as
with
we're
Peeves.
only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory, not the leak.
This way. I can see the Quidditch pitch. And some kind of hatch a bit like Hagrid's, but not Hagrid's because it's happening in the past.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Leviosa.
Is that him? Is that my BF? I don't recognize him. Probably not then.
Can I help you?
Okay, who are you then?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does crossed ones work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Let's go.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
This guy is very excited.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Okay. Okay, break through yellow shields with control spells like levitation. Target lock, caps lock. Yeah. Lets you track enemies without aiming. Oh, that's interesting.
Fringo! Expulso! You're better than that! Fringo! That's all you've got?
Her name is Cricket.
I could never duel like that. Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next
You
school
look so
champion.
young.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory.
Thank you, thank you. Let's fight. Wait.
Hope to see you back here again.
I want to fight more.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed ones all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Sebby.
Then let's get to it.
Sebby.
Ready to get thrashed?
You what? You what, mate?
Apologies in advance.
How is this fair? The 3 of them, huh? Explain yourself. Breakthrough Violet shields with 4 spells like Summoning Charm, Accio. Okay, Accio is 4, I gotta remember. Target Lock. Caps Lock lets you track enemies without aiming. Okay, that I don't like because my arrow's out there and I have my right hand on my mouse. I wonder if left and right also count as A and D. We'll see.
There goes my wager. Is that all you've got?
Is this bitch just gonna just stand there? Act like a winner,
I could
okay.
never duel like that.
You just said that before.
Bravo! I gave it my all. You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then.
This kid is
The next
kind of
round
nice.
is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Stop talking about gobstones. Jesus. Alright, let's do the practice.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
Of course, that's why I'm here.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Okay. Accio is there.
Good one!
Okay.
Nicely done! I'd say that's enough practice.
Well, that's
You
it.
looked good out there.
That was very easy.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
It's interesting. You can leave your sword your enemy and then accio
Assignment's all finished.
them towards you. Well, let's see Professor Icket. I can talk to these guys.
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
Seems I'm out of the tournament thanks to you.
Wow,
You could have gone a
she
bit
mad.
easier on me.
Why you mad? Okay. Hoopla. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow. Maravillosa. Oh, that was there? Huh. Where does that lead? Okay. Let's not get sidetracked. the door. Hoppa. Oh.
Revelia. Accio.
This.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you
There's a
found
paper there.
success in your
Oh, I can't enter.
endeavors.
I can see there's a paper, but I can't enter.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement.
Okay.
Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Looks similar to what was the first spell? Lumos. You have learned enough spells that you need to equip is Incendio to your spell set. I guess I replace Reparo, right? I guess.
Keep at it, and keep trying to incinerate yourself.
Levioso.
I can't cast it every time.
Incendio.
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic.
Oh, but yeah,
isn't
if
it?
you look on the right, I didn't notice there's some kind of cooldown. It's like your spells in League, I guess. Makes sense. So you can't actually spam abilities. So assume the more powerful, the bigger the cooldown it will be. Like Avada Kedavra. Okay, where's the door? Oh, here.
Ah, there you are.
Bit dodgy.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills.
I'm planning on it.
I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Well, I just need to learn one spell and now I'm allowed to
I
go
have
there.
work for you. Come.
Oh, it's Phineas.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
Oh, he's in trouble. I still can't tell if
that man
is dodgy.
exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But Professor...
We have no choice.
What but Professor?
It would be unwise to provoke our
just saw the
illustrious
headmaster.
further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Okay. Oh, I must talk to Sebby. About what? Woohoo!
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Do I want to be a bad student? Excellent.
Revelio.
Oh. What is here? Oh, already unlocked that. Whatevs. However, what is this thing on the map where I am? That is grey. I don't know. Let's see what the other quests I can do. Oh, that's side quest. Sure. Transfiguration Courtyard. Okay. Let's go there, shall we? We'll do the restricted section later, yeah?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Is everything all right?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm Nelly, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Okay.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them.
Well, it's lock and key now.
I hope you follow a few
The
keys
show.
at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I just don't know what the gobstones look like though.
Oi, can you help me?
What, you?
Hello. Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure.
Yes, sure.
Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
That's a new freaking quest I have to do.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Okay. So that's the alcove. think that's downstairs, so there's the massive skeleton, and it says cast a cure on the mirror. And the mirror is here? But anyway, I wanted to do that, the digital quest, and because I talked to that guy. Damn it. I can't. Maybe I can't because I haven't unlocked the astronomy tower yet.
I heard some chatting here the girls lavatory about food.
Ooh.
Leviosa. Revelia.
That's Sir Nicholas. Maybe.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Oh wow, this is so pretty. Satyvyavati, you'll be pleased to hear that I received word from my contacts at Cambridge to consider that they had in fact been incorrect in their understanding of the meteor showers. It seems that an Irish astronomer and a British astronomer both built upon the work done by an Italian astronomer. All muggles, mind you, as far as I know, to propose calculating. Are they talking about Galileo? Or Copernicus? To propose calculating the person. Brilliant, really. It felt I had to continue using pseudonym for my days as a gentleman scholar, whilst I still find it rather exciting to have a secret identity. The reason irks me. I'm so looking forward to our trip later this year to Jantar Mantar. What an adventure we shall have. I miss you, dear sister. And do hope you are well. Is it the Ravenclaw guy that I talked to first? Didn't he mention he had a sister? I don't remember.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Here, a Daedalian key. Wonder where it might lead me.
Hang on, I want to still go upstairs. At the very top.
Try
it? Oh wow, that is cool. Well, alright, let's see. Oh, it's not the highest. It's still higher. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's in the movies, this part. Oh, the train? Well, alright, let's try to find that key if we can. Oh.
Revelio. Leviosa. Incendio.
Okay, the key went downstairs. I think. I tried to accurate and didn't work. Not sure what I'm supposed to do then. Damn it. It's just
Off on another adventure, are we?
I don't know where it is now.
Revelio.
I can hear sounds. Oh, is it here?
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there?
I'm confused. What am I doing? I don't even know if I'm controlling anything. Oh, it seems like I'm not. Ah! Ah!
Excellent!
Okay, I understand. I'm not as smart as sometimes.
Perhaps Nelly knows what it means.
Okay. Thank you. I think we're gonna see Sebby. Let's go see Sebby. This is so beautiful. My god. Because I want to go further in the story, to be honest, so I can finally get my room of requirement and get started. So actually I don't feel like I actually started much. Yeah, I learned a few spells, but I still don't have my whole place to craft stuff and just to myself, basically.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this portkey.
A portkey? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Tonight.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Oh, now it's night time. very red. Oh, it's so cool.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner. So don't let them see us.
Scribner.
Understood?
That's a
I can be
filch
cheeky. Let's go.
of
Hold
100
on
years
now.
ago.
There's a spell you should know. The disillusionment charm.
Thank
Good for
you.
getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light. Just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Okay. Well, let's go then. So I need to cast it. So to cast it, I think we won't need Incendio because we want to be sneaky. Is that this one? Yeah.
Silent as a grave.
I don't even know how to go downstairs. Yeah, I'm following you. That's you, right? Nearby adversaries will sense and then investigate suspicious behavior. Being caught by authority in quest failure. Oh, that gives me memories of, I think it was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on GameCube. There was one mission where you had to sneak into, I don't remember if it was the library, but it was like one of the rooms, and oh my god, it was so hard and stressful, but I was like, I don't know, 11 or something. Is he behind me? Oh, he is. Funny man. I was thinking I can come closer to there and then activate the fountain. Is this a good idea? This guy's not looking. Ah. I thought if I didn't move it would be fine. Well, let's redo it then, it's okay. So I'm not sure, do I actually run when they're suspicious? Not sure.
Quietly now.
Okay, he's moving away. Let's go. Okay, they're moving around. It'd be good if they could move away. Let's just see their pattern and then we decide. Oh, he's walking. Walk away. Alright, let's go.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
What?
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Did you tell me that you would get me out? That's...
Is someone there? The library's closed until...
The key. Here it is.
Must have been one of the books wandering about. Is someone there?
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice.
Is he behind me, or is he still doing his freaking thing? A distraction. Use basic house while undetected to lure authorities figures and events in dark desire. Aim much more green. Okay.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
If you're... Can't you leave us to rot about in peace? Out of here with you!
Oh, that's... Oh my god, I didn't know what I was running away from. I hope it starts not from scratch. I can't be bothered.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll. Ghost, don't let her see you.
Oh, I missed. Oops. I aimed at the pillar. Damn it. Also, I'm so tired. My neck is hurting me. I think I should stop after that.
Can't you leave us to rot about in peace?
I'm trying to aim to the right, for God's sake. Thank God we're in easy mode.
We must remain unseen.
I think in Chamber of Secrets that was my least liked mission.
Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
Okay.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because
Oh.
Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron
What's
have
the
nothing that
matter?
can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now.
Okay.
Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic. Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
I can't even run there. I need to... Yeah, I want to finish this and then I'll have a rest. I am dead.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
To tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Okay.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt.
Okay.
Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just...
I guess.
This armor.
Okay. That does not look like a library at all.
Traces of ancient magic. That's it. There must be more to this room.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Big chest. Oh, purple dragon spectacles. How good are they? Not bad. Ah, they're locked though. Because level is too high. Alright.
Where might this lead?
Discover the secret of the anti-chamber. Chamber. Oh, maybe I fire the thing, yeah? It's not say repair. Maybe?
Incendio.
No?
Lumos.
I'm confused. Oh, I just had to shoot at it. Ah! I'm dead. Ah! I don't understand. I tried to jump ahead. I don't know what I did different this time.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Damn it. X. Pensive Sentry, that's how it's called. Interesting. Hang on. I don't need Disillusion anymore. I want Incendio there and I want Levioso here. Oh, that was badass, I gotta say. Okay. Your gift of ancient magic accumulates by successfully attacking or taking damage. Successful 10 plus hit combos will begin generating ancient magic power-ups. Collecting these will greatly fill your ancient magic meter and recover a small amount of health. Okay. When at least one segment of your ancient magic meter is full, you can cast devastating ancient magic attacks that deal massive damage and break shield charms. Tap X when you see the prompt over an enemy's head. Alright. Where are the enemies? Okay, I killed them. Good. Oh, they're there. I'm ready.
Revelio.
Did you see that? Oh, Incendio looks like it's a short range. Oh, I kind of want to go to that chest. How do we go there?
Revelio.
Huh, I'm not sure. Something downstairs. That's for sure. Oh, okay. How do I go to the sides? Not sure.
This must be the way forward. But to where? Nearly there.
Ugh.
Best keep my wits
I
about
should
me.
wait. That's the thing. That looks nice, yeah. That's okay. There's the guys. They're gonna attack. Yeah. Oh, that was badass. I think the ones on this side gonna attack them. Oh, I think I've wasted my ulti because he had nearly no health. Oh, I did. Oh, well, Incendio is a lot of damage.
after all.
It's the book. I'm just the 5th year that has like apparently no knowledge of magic before, and I went through all these obstacles. How does that make sense? Oh, there was a memory in the book. So weird. Alright. Very orange. Not like the other memory. The other memory didn't look like that, but the same people. Is that the little hatch? I mean, a little house we saw from Hogwarts? Or it's another place? Now it's not orange anymore. You can do all that magic, but you can't save that little kid.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
Professor
I am
Rookwood.
glad, especially in light of your unusual situation.
his ancestor.
Starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too, but we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Okay. So all the ones that can see ancient magic start and on the 5th year. It's very weird. Like me.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me.
Let's see
You're
philosophy.
a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Where am I supposed to go now? Can I use flu powder? Oh, excellent. Come on. Is that
You
Phineas?
cannot be serious. Goblins
Who
working
is
with
this?
Rookwood
Professor Sharp.
makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox.
Well,
to say
anyway,
the
I'm
least.
saving. I'm gonna sleep. I mean, rest. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.